Please note, the participants interviewed in the following segment were real inmates of the California prison system. The participants gave their full and legal consent on record to talk about the topic discussed in this video. The participants were also given the option to decline comment on any question that they didn't wish to answer for undisclosed reasons. All questions that group members asked during this interview were not meant to incriminate or stigmatize participants based on status or past criminal history. Thank you.
David Menchaca. My last term in prison was a 6-year federal prison term, and my reg number is 28687-112. Thank you.
My name is Silvestre Serrano, and as much as I try to forget the CDC number, it's engraved in my mind. J08299, spent 26 and a half years in state prison. Just recently paroled. Next month, the 21st will be 2 years. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Gilbert Sepulveda, CDC number V49981. I just finished doing 11 years. One of the challenges that I've always had, for me now, I was always in and out. It was always like clockwork. It always seemed like it was always 2 months every time I was out, like on the second month, just like clockwork, I'll be right back in.
The hardest challenge was and still is not just adjusting to society, but adjusting in my own house with my family. My family still, they have their own wounds, they have their own traumas, and they're still hurting. And for me just to come, and disrupt their healing, as much as I think that I'm being of help, I'm a trigger as well. I've created a lot of suffering and disappointment to them.
I would say for me, it'd be learning to self-care. I didn't know what that was really like. I used to ride motorcycles a long time ago, and so if I had a bad day, I'd just get on the bike and go for a ride and forget about my problems. Now I ride a BMX bike, but it's almost the same thing. Not as exhilarating, but it's still, little time to myself. And
there's a thing called the crack law. I don't know if you guys ever heard about it. What it is for every gram of crack cocaine is equivalent to 100 grams of regular cocaine. And from my experience of being in federal prison, I saw a lot of minorities sentenced to decades in prison. I'm talking about decades, like 20, 30 years, 40 years, 50.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a 3-striker. They struck my 3rd strikes, okay? My three strikes have come as nonviolent. All of them nonviolent. All of them. But because they were considered serious offenses because of gang activities, gang enhancements, that would double up my prison sentence. I've heard of people getting struck out for stealing a pack of bubble, so I'm not in total agreement. I believe in, okay, I did the crime, I'll do the time. I'll take that. But some of these laws, just are too excessive.
one of the things that I think we need to do that's going to lower the recidivism is try to reach out to our youth. And I don't mean teenagers, I mean younger. I mean, we got to go to elementary school. We got to create programs where we're interacting with our young people and let them know how precious, how valuable, how smart, how beautiful they really are. Build their self-esteem, their confidence, their intellect, so they never feel worthless like I did, and defective and inadequate, and they have to seek validation in a street gang or in drugs or alcohol. So that is, I think, one of the ways that I think we should create more programs in elementary schools, circles, healing, trauma informed healing circles with our young people, boys as well as girls. Thank you.
I took this class or this program called RDAP, Residential Drug Abuse Program, which was a cognitive behavioral therapy. It was 9-10 months, 500 hours. Live in the unit on the yard, and you go to school. Basically, you work on yourself, and I believe that's where my change started.
Even the families, right? The families also somewhere where they could also receive therapy, counseling, because we're all impacted, we're all trauma affected, and that comes from generation to generation. So we have to heal along with our families who are also basically doing time with us.
I come to the realization that life is too short, right? Life is too short, too precious. I'm finding out, I just turned 45 years old not too long ago, and I'm finding out that life is good, and life is real good. I'm blessed to have had, I'm blessed to have, my moms and my pops still around. Um, you know, I got a precious daughter. I just don't know. Well, I mean, I do know, but I just can't. Like, why did it take so long? Right? Why did it take so long to get here? To be here, where I'm at. I can't sit back and think about what could have, right? But where I find myself today, for sure, I'm happy, I'm content, but at the end, I say this all the time, life is good. Life is good, it's a blessing for sure.
For most of my life, I've been a taker. I have been controlling, manipulative, deceitful, unfaithful, always looking for the easy way out, always thinking about selfish, greedy. What could I get? What am I going to benefit? And I realized that I'm not here to receive, I'm here to give. That's my purpose, is to be a server, to be a servant. And especially in our line of work that we do, which is more of a hobby, a passion. I was told from the very beginning when I started with my team that we're not there to save, we're there to serve people. And that is what I've come to realize, that that's my purpose in life, is to be a servant in any way I can.